Hello guys and welcome back to our tattoo walkthroughs. This is part 2 and in this part we're going to be covering how to pick a shop and where to pick to put the tattoo on your body. Both of these are quite vital. Now what I would say is once you've got your design, pick a rough place. Maybe you want it on your upper arm. Maybe you want it on your chest, on your legs, wherever. Obviously you need to somewhat use your head here. Say you get your design and you get it the shape you want. Or at least you get the design, but you know what size you want it. Obviously say you want... I'll show you, my first tattoo was this star here. I had a design, I knew I wanted it, about, how to do this one, I wanted it about yay big, upper arm, about half my upper arm. I knew that, so I went in and I did it that way. And also you need to use your common sense a little bit. I couldn't go and ask to design this, this big, on my arm. It wouldn't have fit properly, just the middle circle alone would have sort of been like this, and it just wouldn't have all fit. It would have turned into my entire arm, not just on my upper arm. So you need to kind of use your own head really. If you can see it won't fit there easily, don't do it. Don't go in and ask for it like that because they won't be able to do it for you. So yeah, you need to kind of use your own head. Look around a bit, think where would be best, because once it's on you, it's there. You can't pick it up and move it somewhere else. The next thing you need to do is pick a shop. Because when you have a shop, you can talk to the people in there, the artists, about best way to do it, any sort of design things that might not actually work. And they can give you, as a tattoo artist, you have to be, in most proper shops, you've got to be qualified. They'll have, a basic, at least, knowledge of the human body and anatomy. You think skin isn't paper. Skin does work different, it reacts different to paper. It's obviously something that you might not have even realised. They probably will, because they've been doing it for, God knows how many years. So at this point, once you've got your design, it's always a good idea to talk to, at least one artist, I would say. I'll give you the story of how I found my shop and my design, my first tattoo artist and everything in a few minutes. But yeah, so picking it where on your body, there's so many things to take into account. You don't want it to be discreet. Do you not care where it is? So you just want the design because it means something to you. There's so many different things to take into account. But once you've picked a place, or even just a general place like upper arm, that's fine. You can work from that. But I know it does kind of bug some tattoo artists if you just go in and you say, oh, I want this, oh, I don't care where it is, just put it anywhere on me. Because then they've got to make that decision for you, and if you turn out not happy with it, you might get pissed and just turn around and blame them, which isn't fair. And this is one of the things, if you pick where you want it on your body, you can then sort of imagine it in your head, you can see what it will look like. And you think, it just doesn't look right. That's what one of my friends did. We all went out and got a Deathly Hallows tattoo. Me and two of my friends. Two of us got it here, on our chest. But my other friend, he didn't think it looked right on his chest. He wanted it on his arm, so we got it on his arm. And this is one of those things you need to do. Don't just go out and get it where it doesn't look right to you. It needs to, you need to think it looks right. Yeah, so picking a shop is probably one of the most vital bits for having it look good. I live in Brighton, which is quite a popular place for day trips, for holidays, for weekends away, all sorts of things. We're a seaside town, tourism is one of our biggest things. So we have a lot of tattoo shops. I think there's one about 5 minutes away from me. There's a load in the main central city. There are a lot. So I was spoiled for choice. obviously, you know, where you live there may not be that many. You might have to travel a bit more. You might have one right round the corner. You never know. But in choosing a shop, what I would say is go into each of them with your design, and if possible where you want it and how big. Talk to the artists there, get an idea for price and for their quality of work. And I say this because you don't want to go somewhere that isn't going to give you, the best value for money. And money, again, do not be cheap. Go, say one place will do it for a tenner, one place will do it for 100. Chances are that place does it for 100, it will be a billion times better. And I say this, again from personal experience. I've seen people who have done it cheaply, people who have done it properly. As I said in the last video, I met a guy he was 16, his friend had a tattoo gun, he let his friends do it. Just because you have a tattoo gun doesn't mean you're a professional, or even that you know what you're doing. This guy's got infected, and a lot of the ink came out. It looked absolutely terrible. So you just don't let your friends do it. If they're a professional artist, then yeah, that's probably fine, to be honest. But if they're just a friend with a gun, it's not worth it. And again, this is on a safety thing as well. If you go to a professional shop and maybe it gets infected and it was something on their end, you're okay, you're sorted, you're safe. But obviously if you just do it at home, you can't guarantee it's going to be clean. You could get any sort of infections or diseases. It's not worth it. I think I will actually do a video on that properly though, on safety. I'm just going to write that down. I'm sorry, I've got a little notepad here, just like things I'm going to write. I'm just going to write that down so I don't forget it. I'm sorry about this. I should pause this bit. No. But yeah, so choosing a shop is important, particularly since a lot of different places have different specialties, so to speak. I think I'm actually going to go into the shop bit a bit more in the next part. I will see you guys soon. Hope to see you in the next part. Bye.